Okay, one more thing about this whole thing and then we'll move on because I've written 242 haikus that I have to read. But I just felt like it was a little bit unfinished, the conversation from yesterday, which kind of started like sort of 2 days ago. So anyway, A, do you like my little Bi Pride pendant? I love it. Also, my hat has cats on it, which is pretty cool. So one, here's the thing. I know that I said that I don't like that I'm so sensitive. But I actually take that back. I super dig that I'm sensitive. Well, not dig that I'm sensitive, but I'm proud that I'm sensitive. I think it makes me empathetic, and it makes me who I am. And it stinks that being sensitive goes a lot, like, is linked to, like, being hurt by comments. That's just like an unpleasant experience, but I don't want to give up my sensitivity, because me being sensitive allows me to be vulnerable. It allows me to, like I said, be empathetic and be compassionate. I think it keeps me from being arrogant. I see a lot of people, some of them are YouTubers, some of them are celebrities, who say really like blanket statements that are like super simplified and not complex at all, like haters gonna hate, can't, like, gotta ignore the haters, and then eventually they become Kanye West because they ignore the haters so much that they become blind to the fact that, like, they start conflating haters with, like, constructive criticism, and then they just become arrogant and think everything they do is good, and anybody who says anything bad about them is just a hater, you know? So I think it helps me from becoming arrogant. I think it helps me be well-rounded, down to earth. I wouldn't be me if I wasn't so sensitive. See, I got a comment yesterday. It says, "I'm also sad to hear how sensitive you are." And, like, I don't I'm not calling you a hater or not really putting you, I just disagree with that. I'm sad that you're sad to hear how sensitive I am. Because, to be honest, I guess yesterday I said I wish I wasn't so sensitive. I didn't totally mean it like that, though. I like that I'm sensitive. I'm proud to be sensitive. I guess what I meant to say is it's hard to be so sensitive sometimes. It's just challenging. And sometimes I wish it wasn't so challenging, but I still want to be sensitive because it makes me who I am. Also, a lot of you said things like, because I don't want to be like an emotionalist rock that just, like, is totally unaffected by all things that come my way. That just doesn't sound like me, you know? Yeah, that's just not who I am. And I'm proud to, I don't know, feel things. So, but it's hard. I guess that's what I meant yesterday when I said I wish I wasn't so sensitive. That was an incorrect statement. I am proud to be sensitive. I wish it wasn't so hard sometimes. That's all. Also, I thought this comment was interesting. Huge YouTubers like Boogie2988 and Total Biscuit have both spoken at length about the psychological damage that is caused by their comment section/fan bases. And the YouTuber NerdCube has moved to Canada from England because of a tiny subset of his fans that were being shitheads. You are not alone. Whoa, that's nuts. That's so messed up that, like, an audience can have that kind of effect on a creator. That is weird. Sad. Does make me feel a little validated, though. Like, I'm happy I'm not alone, but also super sad that I'm not alone. Does that make sense? Because, like, I'm like, I don't know, it gives me validations in feeling those sensitivities or being affected. But, like, I would much rather have them not go through that. That's sad. And I guess something that I'm trying to find balance with, then somebody said this, is, like, being sensitive and rocking my sensitive self because it is who I am. And then also taking no shit. Because, like, I don't know, sometimes I just feel compelled to stand up for myself. But I don't want it. But, like, in the moment, I'm, like, offended or, like, upset, and I don't ever want to take it, like, to a place that gets, like, petty. But I also don't want to not stand up for myself either. So I'm like trying to walk that line between like standing up for myself because I am allowed that right, and then like taking it too far. So it's like, when do you go from being like sassy to being like petty, you know? Because I feel like YouTubers are put on this pedestal where we're supposed to be perfect and ignore all hater comments and all of these things, and it's like, why? Because that's what a good role model would do? Is that why? But would a good role model do that? It's not superhuman. I mean, obviously a good role model shouldn't be petty, but is it okay to stand up for yourself? I would say yes. What do you guys think? Anyway, yeah. That's the end of this topic. That's all. That's going to be it. But I want to know what you think.